A lot of people who have worked closely with Elon Musk said that he is totally involved in the daily operations of every company he runs, including the process of hiring his workers. Elon Musk famously disproves education as a means to find top talent. He said that college is basically for fun and not for learning. Although businesses across the nation rely on degrees as a tool for finding talent, Musk holds his conviction that skills matter more than degrees. In an interview with Autobild.tv, Musk was asked about the skills he looks for when hiring people, and he said, "I want to see proof of extraordinary talent. Did they face a challenging problem and figure out how to solve them? And of course, you want to know if they were the ones who did something important, or if someone else was more to blame." He also said, when someone has to work hard to solve a problem, they usually get it and don't forget it. Since most companies and businesses will be faced with one problem or another, it should come as no surprise that Musk looks for people who are good at solving problems. What differentiates him from other employers is that he goes a step further to make sure that the candidate must have solved problems in their past jobs. He asks them specific questions that help him understand the problem they solved and how the solution fixed it. In doing this, his companies Tesla and SpaceX have been able to attract and retain some of the biggest minds of our time across the globe. A college degree was not a requirement in employing them because it doesn't necessarily matter to Musk. Another thing Musk looks out for when hiring is a good attitude. According to him, if you don't like the people you work with, your job will be a lot of work and trouble. He also stated that people who were difficult to work with got fired from SpaceX. Most jobs will need you to be a good team player, and even if you're a rocket scientist, Musk won't hire you if he thinks you might be rude to the people you work with. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and give this video a like if you are loving the content. Musk's hiring process generally involves two steps, which comes down to one. It is known as the two-hands test. The two-hand technique puts aside presumptions about university degrees and other qualifications to get what really matters: skills, deep knowledge, and the aptitudes needed to take on the role with confidence and competence. Candidates who survive the first step would be given a relevant task they will need to complete before the interview. This step saves the recruiting manager time and also provides them with better information about the applicants, helping them choose the best candidate. The two-hands test qualifies candidates through first-hand experience and hands-on expertise testing. It's quite simple, and like any well-engineered process, it was designed for simplicity and effectiveness. It can be used by any business or company to find top talent. 1. First-hand experience. Although there is much debate surrounding experience and education, for Musk, experience does not really matter more than education. Rather, it is a form of education, and it is the best education. A report from the Association of American Colleges and Universities, AACU, proves Musk's theory. The study reveals that about 3/4 of hiring managers think that a college education is important. However, the reason wasn't based on a certain curriculum, but on the soft skills that college is said to offer. For example, resilience, creativity, or emotional intelligence. These soft skills are very difficult to examine in an interview, and they are not developed just in college coursework or student life, but in real-life experiences. This means that education is not restricted to what is taught within the walls of a classroom, but what is learned through first-hand experiences. Due to this, first-hand experience is known to be the means of discovering top talent with deep knowledge. When reviewing applications, for example, you should consider candidates that have the first-hand experience necessary to get the job done, or at least need a little amount of training to be successful within the role. 2. Hands-on testing. Elon Musk is known to apply certain strategies and processes to several aspects of his business and life. This is probably the reason why the billionaire lives in a $50,000 tiny house. Candidate testing is just as important as extensive product testing is to product development. A job interview is a great test, but many companies just evaluate a candidate's knowledge rather than their capabilities. This shouldn't be so, as there is a major difference between memorizing information and actually understanding how something works. So, to overcome this challenge, candidates should be put to a test with highly relevant hands-on testing. Tasks or assignments should be given to test candidates effectively. These tests should be closely related to what they may encounter on the job. The hiring process is undoubtedly exhausting, and the faster you can sift through the process and narrow down the applicants, the sooner you can get done. To achieve this, deploy hands-on testing, and you will just be doing the exact way Tesla and SpaceX discovered the world's top talent. As the Great Resignation rises, future-proofing your business does not just mean finding oddly effective ways to retain staff, but also having an effective strategy to hire people so as to attract and discover new and efficient employees that will keep your business booming.